180!
Rob, here we are at the eve of another Premier League. Excited to return again?
Yeah, of course. Confidence high and all, really, the way I've been playing. I'm happy with the game. So, yeah, sort of just can't wait, really, just to sort of get started, you know. I'm looking forward to it.
How much did that win in the Netherlands get you ready for this Premier League?
I think it was massive, you know. I think for the amount of time what I put on the ball, maybe even me personally, I thought it'd come a bit early. But early for the year anyway, for where I expect to be playing. But to win that was just fantastic.
You won the World, you won the match play. Is this one you're targeting? Because the amount of players that have won all three is very, very limited. And to add your name to that, what would that mean if you could go on and do that?
I think the Premier League, you know, it's yeah, obviously not ranking, but it's probably a second biggest one, just below the world, you know. So to come out and win that would be a dream, really.
Look, you played in obviously this format last year, and trying to get to the O2, people talk about winning nights, but what's the formula to get to the O2? Because you left yourself too much to do last year. Is it try and get points on the board early?
I was about to say that, Phil. I didn't make it, did I? So I don't know the formula. But no, I think for me, I had a bad 6 weeks in a row last year. I never really picked any points up in 6 weeks. You know, apart from them, if I didn't do that, I would have been very close. You know, for me, yeah, just probably stay a little bit more focused. Maybe have a bit of time on the board just to correct the things what I was doing wrong. I never done that last year. I just had time off, sort of rested up. You know, it's a lot, but yeah, we'll change a few bits this year and sort of look forward to it. What I would say, playing the best other seven players in the world, you know, is fantastic, and going out there getting results gives you a lot of confidence and all. So I can't really wait just to sort of get in there, start pitching, and hopefully get a win this year and all.
With all the focus on winning one night, and everyone talks about, oh, we're here this night, who's going to win? Do you, as a player, and even the rest of the guys, almost forget there is an overall league table going on as well?
I think, look, it's just a straight knockout, isn't it? I suppose mentally for the night, you go in there, you've got 8 players, you know, you've got to play 3 games, and you're just trying to win them 3 games, you know. As a dart player, though, you can only really take one at a time. You never know what you're bumping into, and, you know, I lost with some big averages last year and all. That's the nature of the beast, what we do. But I think, yeah, having the knockout, you take your eyes off that. I never really looked at the table for the first, I suppose, 8 weeks, 10 weeks last year, which I'm probably a bit guilty for not looking, you know, trying to pull my finger out. But this year I might just sort of keep half an eye on it.
Rob, pleasure.
Cheers, mate.
Rob, it was last year when you made your return to the Premier League, and you had that hunger and desire. You wanted to do that travelling after a break. Do you still have that hunger to do the 16 weeks on the road?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a better position now, you know, sort of understanding it, having the change of format last year, and it is a bit different, obviously, playing to a winner every week, you know, but having that experience now, I think I can come in and I can I can better where I finished last year, you know, getting that top 4, and that's where you need to be.
And there was no question about your Premier League place because you was in the top 4 in the world. What did you make of last year? Because you didn't win a major, yet you were ultra consistent, maybe more consistent than some guys who did pick up a major. Yeah,
I seem to find that how many majors are there? Probably 8 or whatever. It's tough, isn't it? You know, sometimes, look, we all need a bit of luck. The amount of people what probably won them majors last year and they had match darts against them. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win, but look, we all need a bit of luck, and if you get that bit of luck, then look, you can be a champion, can't you? So, yeah, if you don't get it, it's just life. You have to move on with it. Yeah. Put your big boy trousers on and just keep pitching, really. And you mentioned that, Dermy. What is the difference in the Premier League with other formats? Because say the Masters, for example, if you've got a good 4 days, you can win the Masters. Yet with the Premier League, it's not like that because it's over such an elongated format. I think with the Masters, you know, it's very cutthroat. You're only playing best of 3, and probably darts is getting to the point now where best of 11's cutthroat enough and all because it's over so quick. Yeah, I'd say the Masters were probably harder to win it to a certain degree because of the shorter formats and them set plays you've got to try and pick up a 12 at the time if you need it, you know, and if it's there, happy days. If it's not, it's not. But the Premier League, look, if it goes wrong for 2 or 3 weeks, it doesn't matter. You just carry on trying and sort of gives you a bit more time, I suppose, if you're not playing your best or you're not getting the results early, you can still make that up later on.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rob, do you think you get the respect you deserve? We always talk about Humphreys and Limelight with these titles. We never talk about Rob Cross. We've won match play world titles.
I know.
Bahrain.
I know, Eddie, I'm probably going to change the thingy, I'm not really bothered with it, you know. It's one of them, isn't it? People either respect you or they won't, and it's like an opinion, you know. Everyone's got opinions and stuff, and it's always going to lean one way or another. I just sort of focused on myself and focused on my family and other stuff. So whatever people think, they can do what they want, really, you know. It's their choice and it's their opinion.
I mean, Sky announced a new TV deal, but they don't put your face on the promo when they announce it, does that?
Well, obviously my face must not fit, you know, but it's one of them. But they're still going to see me for 16 weeks now, so I'm not really too bothered, you know. I never really played darts for the Limelight, really. I'm not one of them people. Some people thrive off it, you know. When I won the World Championship, was I ready to be in the spotlight? Probably not. And did I really want to be in the spotlight? Probably not. But I done it, I fronted it, and I learnt a lot that year, you know. So, for me, I'm happy as long as the check hits the bank at the weekend and I can feed the family on Monday, you know. Put a bit of shopping in the fridge, I'm happy.
Luke Littler's defending champion. How do you think he's going to find defending a major for the first time, which is what he's going to have to do over 16 weeks?
Well, you tell me over the last year how many problems the boy's had. He's not really had a lot, has he? So I think you'd be naive to think that it's going to affect him massively. He will have a target on his back now, more so, obviously being world champion. I think that's a big thing in the game, but look, he's still playing great. He showed that the last 3 weeks, and I think he'll carry on. Why not? You know, the game's in a good place. He's still playing very well. He's losing with big averages, and sometimes you just got to be patient, wait for the wins.
Have you got your trophy from Holland yet? Has that been shipped over?
No, it's still sound like Del Boy now, isn't it? It's still in the post, so no good.
I just wondered Brexit, whether it's a problem getting. It's not easy to ship things.
Oh, I don't know. I never pay for it personally. but I suppose, yeah, it'll turn up when it turns up. Hopefully, I'll go on the phone later and it'll be here. But yeah, fingers crossed. It's too heavy. It's too heavy.
Rob, your game's in a great place at the moment, but how close do you reckon you are to your absolute best? You know, because every week we see, you know, like the Rob Cross we know. So do you reckon you're close to that, or?
I think consistency-wise, if I can go ton every week, ton average every week, you know, I suppose overall I'll be happy with that performance. But then you've got the other side of it. If you're not winning games, it means nothing, you know. Probably best games 100 and 112, 114, maybe up to 120, but you're not gonna hit that kind of heights every week. So no, I'll be happy if I sort of run at around 100. Like I already said, I'm really happy with my game. I'm confident, to be honest, coming in. You know, I'm looking forward to it. It's sort of like pandemonium, isn't it, with this show? You know, all the lights, all the crowds, big arenas. You know, it's just fantastic to just sort of be part of.
Definitely. Look, speaking of the Irish fans, look, obviously we're lucky that the Premier League comes to Dublin and Belfast. But look, many years ago we had the City West Dublin. Obviously there was an issue with the venue and stuff. Would you like to see a major come back to Ireland in the near future? Yeah,
I would. You know, I think great people, great crowds. You know, they know how to enjoy themselves, the Irish. That's for sure. But I think yeah, sort of miss it with the Grand Prix. Maybe it doesn't have the same feel as what it does sort of when it was here compared to Leicester. But like these things, you have to find venues and stuff, and you've got to understand sometimes if it's not available or the numbers don't work, you know, it don't happen.
Definitely. Look, last of all for me, John O'Shea, fellow Cork man. Look, he's a good boy, and look, we'll hopefully see him on the tour next year.
I love him a bit, Johnny. You know, he does a lot for me. I speak to him regular. Really, really good friend of mine. You know, heart of gold. Weird thing is, you know, I look at him and the amount of effort he puts in, probably compared to me, he's probably 10 times harder than me. You know, but look, he's a top man. I wish him all the best, and I hope he gets back on tour. I miss me mate. I'm a bit lonely now. I feel like my lip's gonna quiver.
Thanks, Rob.